Dude, I gotta be honest, I hate how scared I'm getting as I get older. I'm developing all these new fears. Like, I have a fear of flying now. I never had a fear of it. It's not straight across the board flying. I don't like small planes all of a sudden. I just don't like them. It has nothing to do with the plane. I believe in the planes, okay? I just don't believe in the pilots. Because you know why? I don't think the airline does either. Which is why that dude is flying that little plane. The airline was basically like, all right, we'll give you like 28 people. See how you do, you know? You fly them out, you land, you bring another 28 back. We'll let you do this for a while. You do this for a while, we don't get any complaints. No up and down, no, none of that shit. We'll move you up to 35 people, and then one day you'll be in a jet. Woo, we're going a little faster, right? Big planes, you get in the fucking pilot that knows what he's doing. He's probably fought in a war. He's used to getting shot at. He can't bring this bus in. It's a joke, right? Bunch of people whining in the back. Hey, my headphones don't work. He doesn't give a fuck, right? He's up there sleeping. He's trying to make something happen. He's so goddamn bored. That's a stud up there, right? So one time I'm flying into Albany, New York, okay? A city that nobody really goes to. So I'm on a smaller plane. And everything's going great. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, we hit this turbulence. Just... right? And it stops. And everybody looks around, like, laughing nervously, like, oh. All of a sudden, it comes back with a vengeance. You can literally hear, like, the metal the plane's made out of, like... All of a sudden, this dude, like, 3 rows back, starts making, like, these bitchy noises, like, woo, 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 woo. I'm not gonna lie, I have never been so fucking scared in my entire life. Dude, that noise is acceptable out of a female or a child. To turn around and see a 37-year-old mustachioed male going, woo, woo, woo. Dude, the hair was standing up on my arms. I'm praying to a higher power. I don't even believe in this shit. I just wish I had the balls to turn around and be like, dude, would you shut the fuck up? Jesus Christ, be a man. Push it down. Push it down. Deny your feelings. Act like you have answers. Do some man shit right now. Do some man shit. Jesus Christ. You know, you think I'm not up here thinking, I am. But how does that help us for me to join you and turn this fuselage into a haunted house? You know? You know what kills me? What absolutely kills me is some woman is going to fall in love with this guy, marry him, and make half fucking kids. And you know what? We become weaker as a species. We do. Do you remember back in the day when you watched the Discovery Channel? It was about animals. Now they build cars, but it used to be about animals, right? Now it's all car stuff. Looking forward to getting that carburetor today, and then the carburetor didn't fit. What do you mean the carburetor doesn't fit? Carburetor doesn't fit. Dad's gonna be mad. How come the fucking carburetor doesn't fit? I just done my fucking Thursday. You know, there's never enough time to build the car. It's so fucking stupid. We gotta have this bus done by Thursday. Or else what? The guy doesn't want it anymore? All right? You'll get the thing when we finish it, okay? This is a safety issue. You want brakes on it? Then go get yourself some fucking lunch. So, before, they used to just be animals. And this is what I noticed. Everything from a lion all the way down to an insect. Okay? If you had one drop of bitchy blood in you, none of the females would fuck you. That was it. Your life was over. Your life was over. No ant pussy for you your entire miserable 8-day ant life, because all 6 of your legs shook when the wind blew and the female ants saw it. They're like, all right, stay away from that one. Stay away from that one. He's gonna jeopardize the whole hill. And Stacy, listen to me. Yeah. Human beings have empathy. Some woman will fall in love. Well, he's nice. He wears this sweater. He likes to bake. You know, He lets me finish my stories. Which is all great qualities. Okay? But you gotta know, when you shack up with a guy like that, you're rolling the dice. You're rolling the dice that fucking axe murderer is gonna pick the next house over. Because God forbid he picks your goddamn house. This is the dude who has your back, who's gonna be screaming louder and higher than you when this guy comes through the fucking door. And you're gonna turn around and all you're gonna see is his cowardly feet going out the kitchen window. I don't know, man, that's risky. I figure, I don't know if I'll do it. Maybe I'm too selfish. I have no idea. Dude, I'm all over the fucking map. Do you know what I want to do right now? I actually want to learn how to fly a helicopter, man. I do. That's my latest thing. Oh, you know why it is? It's because I live in Los Angeles. Yeah, it's an absolute clusterfuck. When you go into land in that city, just look out the window and just look at the complete lack of planning. There's not even zoning laws. They'll build like a skyscraper next to a house, next to a gun range, and then there's like a fucking daycare center, right? The city doesn't even work, even when everything else works. So God forbid the dollar collapses or some crazy shit happens. Where are you gonna go in a city like that? So you guys are all right out here in Atlanta, you know? You're all right. I don't know, maybe in Atlanta might be crazy. You're on the outskirts, you're fine. You're fine. You don't live in a desert. You slam your face in a bird bath. You're cool, right? Drink that water for a good 30 days. LA, there's nowhere to go. That's why I love the helicopter. Dude, the helicopter is the ultimate fuck this, I'm out vehicle. All you gotta do is assess the situation. Zombie coming up the street, fuck this. This looks safe. You just land. You could sit there hovering. Just sit there in a hover, watching everybody getting killed. Sitting up there eating cheese and crackers with the red stick, you know? Yeah, so I told my wife I want to fly a helicopter, and she's just like, yeah, no. Which I know that came from a place of love, but it still kind of annoyed me, right? Just that she said that shit, like then I was just gonna be like, oh, all right. Thought I was gonna get to do that, but you said no, so there goes that. Hey, what other dreams aren't I gonna get to achieve? You're like, do you already know, or do you wait for me to ask? Yeah. I'm still gonna do it. I'm just not gonna tell her. I'm just gonna go out and do it, pass the goddamn class, and when I get my license, I'm not gonna tell her. I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna buy a white silk scarf, and I'm just gonna hang it by a nail in the living room. She's just gonna be like, what is that? What is that for? What is that? What does that mean? Yeah, someday you'll see. Someday you'll see. The shit hits the fan, and you're freaking the fuck out, and I'm taking branches off some unforeseen helicopter. What is that? Shut the fuck up and get in! Throwing my scarf on. Right? Now, you guys think I'm bullshitting. I'm not. I'm serious. I'm 100% in on this. And ever since I got into it, I'm seeing helicopters everywhere. I never realized how many helicopters there were. Driving down the street like Henry Hill, looking up at them, you know? Doing key bumps and shit. They're acting. Swear to God. I'm seeing stories about them. It's just like that old advertising anecdote, you know, when someone's like, I never realized how many mattresses, commercials there were out there until I needed a mattress, and then all of a sudden they were all over the place. And then I bought a mattress, and then it all went away. It's the same shit. I saw this story down in Orange County, right? Down in Orange County, California, this guy gave helicopter tours for 30 years. 30 years without incident. Hands the business off to his son. The American dream. I built it up for 30 years. Here you go, son. Make the family and the family name proud. All right, Dad, I love you. Right? This poor kid, 5 days in. He's supposed to give a tour to a couple. Only the dude shows up. The kid thought it was weird, but he's like, I need the money. I got to give him a tour. Right? So he takes this guy up. 10 minutes into the tour, the dude fucking jumped out. Yeah. 5 days in. 5 days in from the balloons and the cake. We love you, son. Keep the family tree going. The tradition alive. 5 fucking days later, this kid, he probably barely had the speech down. Just sitting there flying the helicopter. All right, if you look out the left side of the aircraft, that's Orange County. There's over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. 27 miles of beaches. Was established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't open the door. Sir, what are you doing? Sir, no, don't, no, stop, no, no! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck! Air traffic control. I don't know who's on this frequency, but you really need some kind of fucking helicopter. 5 days in. So I read further into the story. Turns out the guy who jumped out, he was 61 years old, terminally ill. He was in pain every day. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him, and he had had enough. At that point, that guy immediately became a hero in my world, right? You know what I love about him? Not only did he make the decision, he didn't go out like some pussy, right? Handful of pills, watching a romantic comedy, wrapped in an Afghan that Nana made. Fuck that. This guy went out like a man. Take me up in a chopper, I'm looking at the land I love, and then I'm jumping out like a superhero. I loved it. Yeah. This guy should have been wearing a fucking cape. I can't imagine how elated he must have been on that helicopter ride up after finally, just taking back control of his life. Like, fuck you, disease, I decide. Ripping tubes out, gets a burger, shotguns a beer, take me up in the chop. He probably had his fucking foot on the dashboard. He's not even listening to this guy giving the tour, right? Over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. Established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't try to open the door. No! Don't! Incredible. But here's the thing. I left out one small thing. There is one small thing. The guy fucking lived. Yeah. Yeah, they were out over the ocean, 500 feet up. You'd think that would be enough, so I'm thinking he must have gone in like Greg Louganis, like no splash, just... But witnesses said it looked like a dummy was falling out of the air, so that sounds like a hell of an impact. I think he accidentally did the most epic 500-foot belly flop in the history of jumping out of a helicopter, But that didn't change what he was trying to do. Where his heart was, I still love this guy. I just feel bad for him. Just on the way down, he's got to be thinking 3 more seconds of pain, 2 more seconds. Wow! Oh my God, this is worse! This is way worse! It has a happy ending, though. He later died at the hospital. That's right. So here's to him. God bless him. I hope I have the balls someday.